Yes, that's it. It took like almost a minute. We're trying to enter the system to start the video. Hello, guys. Finally. Don't forget to hit the like, thumb up, subscribe, bring a friend if you have you subscribe and one more friend. It means two members bringing to me. Today you can exchange always two members for one free reading 60 years while as well there is an offer. One question for 10 or two for 15. Welcome to join with your questions. Hello, PayPal link. It's one question is 10 or two questions for 50. Hello, Kelly, but how are you? Today it's a team, Family Secrets. I'm going to tweet it. Kelly, you have to follow the PayPal link. PayPal link, instead of 60 euros offer is 10 euros on PayPal. That's the thing. Okay, I tweeted this one. The free questions is if you bring two members, you're getting a coupon 6 years value that you can redeem during the chat, during the live stream, any of the live stream. Of course, minimum donation 10 for one question. Instead, bringing two members is always a second option. We are going to check up, guys, on the start. Natalie Wood death. Let's see what was happening. There was a lot of things involved in the life of Natalie Wood. First of all, remember the case that she married another colleague, another actors. And I remember I was a little girl when I was reading in my mother's magazine about the Hollywood stars, about that really at that period very disturbing story about Natalie Wood. And I remember there was a story finishing like maybe her husband killed her, but he got away from a court and it was still in the air all these years. It's idea of in the air, is her husband the killer? And of course on the freedom, enjoying the freedom. And that is the pure tragedy. I could feel from the aura of her husband that he'd really done that. As I was a kid, yes, as I was empathic, hypersensitive, I could understand it. First of all, Woshi, here it comes, pre-planned. 1 second. From the father of the family, here it is. First of all, once more, I'm going to start from again. Was Natalie Wood in a childhood having incest situation? Yes, it is, unfortunately. And multiplied times with the Nine of Cups and Devil energy multiplied times. Was that her father? No, there was like a childhood, a friend of a family. Here it is. As a child, yes, she was abused as a child, but that was like a person that was coming and going in the house. It was not like a parent, mother, or a father figure in the family. Was it somebody of the members of the Natalie Wood family? No, it was just coming. This person was coming and going, often coming as a guest with the gifts inside of the family. King of Wands. It could be a fire element, the person, older gentleman, fire element that was a person that abused her in a childhood. Was she really abused from a Kirk Douglas as well? Yes, there were multiple people who are hiding this. Multiple people are really hiding the being abused from a Kirk Douglas. And it's already online, the infos, yes, literally. She was like a magnet for all these abusive people. That's what her horoscope as well said. I remember this when I was reading it. I was so scared. I was terrified being in her, imagining to be in her shoes. and being a magnet of all these bad things happening to her. She was like a magnet, Queen of Wands, for all this energy. Let me ask about her marriage. Was Robert Wagner in love with Natalie? She was. She was the Queen of Cups. She was in love. Was Robert? What was the Robert thinking? What was the Robert thinking of Natalie Wood? I think that he was having material support from her, yes. Robert was enjoying her material support. That's what was the purpose of Natalie Wood in his life. He was a bigger, I would say, a bigger star or having more money in her life than him. And it was a good connection, like social networking through the Natalie Wood and her status, her family, her social friends. That was him breaking through her network. Was Robert Wagner and Natalie Wood husband gay? Yes, the answer is yes as well, and it was hidden. Yes, Robert Wagner, the husband of Natalie Wood, was a gay, hidden gay. So he was hiding behind the veil, like um, hidden gay, right? Hidden bisexual, hiding behind the veil of enjoying being a playboy in both style, like enjoying both genders, bisexual. But he was hidden gay, having experience with the men as well. Was on the night when she died, Natalie Wood, literally on the boat was a third person, their friend, mutual friend. They were colleagues of kind. I think Natalie Wood was having some one of the last project or to prepare the new project, new movie with him, Christopher Walken, and they were very good friends, colleagues. They were having maybe the last movie, something, last movie before her death. They were then very good colleagues on the scene, and they continue to be friends as well in the private life. And there is a question. There is a question. Was Christopher Walken having relationship with Wagner? Yes, it is. Here is it, the devilish energy. And it hit the moon. It's a secret. It was a secret gay relationship between uh, Robert Wagner and Natalie Wood's husband and Christopher Walker. Was Christopher Walker involved in Natalie Wood's death? He just kept quiet. Literally, there is a certain things that he was like keeping quiet. Yes, he saw there her the end. I don't see the death card and him being responsible, but I see here seeing, looking these things like a person that saw when this happened. You see this person, Six of Wands, entering the scene when it's happening the end of her life. That's what I see, but he was keeping quiet with the Hermit card. Why he was keeping quiet? Because uh, literally showing up because of her husband, because of um, being involved with being under the influence and being involved in this sexual hidden connection. It was too complicated to explain, right? Being under all this influence, secret relationship, and plus this uh, Robert Wagner in charge as well. Uh, and as well it because of his work he didn't want to lose the career if somebody find out the secret about his sexual orientation as well. This gayish bisexual thing at that period was very everybody was secretive. You have heard that even older actors than generation Natalie Wood, 20 years older than Natalie Wood, only when they died we start to hear that. I remember, like, I don't know, in college, in high school, we start to hear that, I don't know, the grandpapa, Rock Hudson, I don't know, Dean Martin, Anthony Perkins. When they died, then they pronounced the secret that they were gays, in fact. And I think at that period, of course, in this generation, at that time, everything was under the veil. All this, uh, even the bisexual or sexual abuse and bisexual things and gay lesbian thing at that period was like a being a minus in Hollywood. Unfortunately, that was the period. We're talking about period like these people were on the scene 50 years ago, guys, in 1970s, 1970s, they start to work, right? 1970s, 1980s, they were popular. Be aware of this. You were not even born when I'm talking about this. And let's see. Now, so because of his work, Christopher Walken, yes, he saw the death, but literally he was on that boat, but he kept the secret because of this sexual orientation connection with the husband of Natalie Wood, Robert Wagner, and that's why he kept quiet. Is he going to finish the cycle? I'm going to ask another question. Oh, first of all, is one second. Will there ever going to find out at least some diary of Christopher Walken talking the truth, or that guy there was a captain on the boat as well? Will they tell the truth? I'm going to ask that thing. Will there be reveal the truth about what happened on the boat with the death of Natalie Wood? Will there be reveal the truth? Here it is. There are two stories. Knight of Pentacles. Like I said, there are two possible stories. There is a story from a captain of the boat, and there is a story of the Christopher Walken. They should talk, but they decided to keep quiet and walk away. Is there some trace, like a diary of Christopher Walken, to start to reveal it? It will show a time later. It will be revealed the story of Christopher Walken, what happened on the boat. Will the captain reveal what happened on the boat? He's still undecided. This is a dilemma for me, Foxy Car, Seven of Swords, because he walked away at that period, whatever he heard or overslept, so-called. He literally is still like responsible and really like when he walked away, I didn't and lied then, didn't tell the truth. Literally, this is a card of I'm thinking of the past time. I feel guilty, but as well I'm afraid of my future. So I'm literally careful here. Foxy card, Seven of Swords. But he's holding the info. He's literally the courier, as you see, like a postman holding that small info that will roll all the story. Will there be something from a Christopher Walken side said about that? Nine of Cups. Here it is. I do believe in at the period he promised to Robert Wagner to keep quiet. That's what is a Nine of Cups. It's like a promise, but it's not delivered. So I do believe after a while, after a long period, he will break the promise. He will break that like a promise to Robert Wagner of keeping quiet. Is there something? Is there will be some other trace from a life of Robert Wagner, any kind of evidence where he admitted, like a diary or something from Robert Wagner will be a proof. It will be a second chance. Here it is, guys. There will be a good luck finding the proof from Robert Wagner's side as well. There will be a second chance for justice. The justice will be served brutally from not two witnesses. Do you see, guys? There are two people. Like I said, I do believe Christopher Walken and that captain, they can say things. Two people. And one of them is celebrity, right? And that's why it's hard for that person to make decision to talk, right? That undecided person took you so many years. It's because of the being in media, being an actor as well, Christopher Walken. Another one is that captain, like we said. Probably that one will start to talk. That's what it's my feeling from that side. I see first revealing the truth. Yes, everything will be fine. Definitely, somebody will be not brave to release that um, memory and guiltiness of not talking about Natalie Wood that night on the boat. What happened? How it happened? What really they have seen, witnessed, or heard? Because I do believe captain was of the boat was uh, telling all the time that he was usually locked in his room. That sometimes would even when he was a furious, Robert Wagner was having a bad temper and unpredictable, and literally sometimes he would lock him from a front side, like a small kid staying in a cabin, and that was very abusive and weird, right? That's only thing that he revealed till now. That's a first step, I believe, of talking um, about his character, about Robert Wagner personality, and who can lock anybody in the room, including the family member. And literally, I mean, this was not a family member. This was literally a person that was working for them on that boat. This is more than weird, right? This is insane. This guy could report immediately when going to land to police if he was enough brave and normal. What else did Robert Wagner pay off that captain to keep quiet? Yes, that's what it is here. He literally paid off the captain to keep quiet. Did Robert Wagner pay off Christopher Walken not to say the truth? Yes, as well. We see Ten of Pentacles, literally. So literally, we have a two person that they can say the truth or not about Natalie Wood, and literally these two witness they are not talking because we literally have situation involved money. They are paid to keep quiet, and we confirmed that literally Christopher Walker was having being a lover, having relationship, sexual relationship with the married Robert Wagner to Natalie Wood. Was Natalie Wood, we are going back to Natalie Wood, how she died. Was Natalie Wood poisoned? Here it is again. Here it is two things. Her husband and colleague from work, like they done it together. Here it is, guys, coming a truth that literally like they done it together. So her colleague, Christopher Walken, was at that period colleague with some movie production with her, right? With Natalie Wood. And literally, here is her husband card. King of Pentacles is a husband, and this is a colleague from her work. This is a Christopher Walken, and they both were involved in poisoning her. Was something in the drink of Natalie Wood? Yes, in the drink. Do you see the cups, guys? Yes, while they were having a dinner together. Yes, three of them on the boat. Literally, we have here three friends drinking together. Did Robert Warner kill her alone? This where you see the answers were coming, really coming immediately before I even finished the sentence. So yes, the answer yes. Like it took him two times. First, he poisoned her, then he put her in the water. It took him in the two steps to literally kill her. He just somehow seduced her with that drink and to feel sleepy, and then the second step was to put her in the water, and that was that sneakiness. This poison, the secret drink, right? Uh, Literally mixing. Imagine mixing her sedatives that she was having there, the pill for sleeping or something, like Marilyn Monroe. Yes, Natalie Wood was drinking that. Was popular that period. I mean, even now some people are drinking the insomnia pills, right? And literally this was not enough. That was like you see, like a foxy thing. They put her something in the drink in a dinner, and then they literally she was used, dizzy, sleepy, and they done the second step. Second part of the murder was it was not enough. She was probably feeling dizzy and waken a little bit, and then they drowned her in the water, and that was really him. Will Robert Wagner will be revealed as a killer? Somehow, guys, there was so many evidence. Look at this, so many cups, nine of cups, but literally, he will get away. Here it is. Is he alive or he will die before to get the cup of justice? It's still blocking something. I do believe that he could die holding the truth. Yes, four of cups. That's what I see. And it takes time. I think literally time will show up. Uh, it takes time for these people who were there involved in celebrity work, like, oh, these are the colleagues from her work, Christopher Walken. It takes time for them to literally express. Yes, it will take time to express. They're at the crossroad to tell the truth because from time to time, the media's, all media, even YouTube, they come again with Natalie Wood's story, right? Everything that is a mystery, there's truth. Where everything that is a cold case. This is a cold case, a mystery of her death. All these cases, even if it's not celebrity, they are always coming again on the surface. And be aware the universe is watching everything, so yes, the truth has to come. There is at the end Ten of Pentacles situation, yes, because two witnesses will talk, guys. Whoever was paid off, they feel guilty because they were paid off, and literally they will have a second chance in life to tell the justice, to release their guiltiness. That's what I see with the truth. Ace of Swords. Here it is. Will this happen now, this year, or next year? Will this happen during the next year, guys? Because this is a period of revealing the truth. Yes, it can happen. Literally, I see in the period of the Aries or the Leo season. That's what I see. I really didn't check their story, but are they still alive? That's Christopher Walken and Robert Wagner. Let me just Google for a second. Guys, born 1930, he's literally alive. Oh my god. That is the age of my father-in-law that died 15 years ago. And he was an angel. And how these evilish people they're still alive. I mean, and living and not being charged. And one second, I'm going to check if Christopher Walker, I'm sure he's alive. He's 1943. Okay, so he's 13 years younger than Robert Wagner. And yes, he is. Will Christopher Walker tell the truth while Robert Wagner is still alive? Yes, here it is coming, guys. Christopher Walker will tell the truth. His wife will push him to tell the truth while Robert Wagner is alive. Will that captain tell the truth? Will that captain tell of the boat tell the truth about Robert Wagner and Natalie Wood last night? Yes, Nine of Pentacles. Something in 9 months from now, guys, I did tell that it will happen the Aries or Leo season. It has a sense, right? Now it's November. Yes, it could be Leo season next summer. We could have a justice coming for Natalie Wood, and I do pray that every missing person, every cold case in a crime, every victim of the violence or whatever it was abused to be revealed. Celebrity or anybody, it's still human, and everybody needs deserve the truth and the justice to be served. Amen. I asked now, will he go to jail? And I got eight swords. Will Robert Wagner go to jail finally at this age? Walking away, guys. Oh my God. I do believe because walking away like living the life on this planet, that's what I heard. Because he's so old, 90-30. Will will he be will he be on a court case at the moment when he died? Robert Wagner. I do believe it, yes, the answer. And yes, literally like his wife is calling him. Here it is, guys. Look at like his wife Natalie Wood is really calling for justice, for reunion. I do believe, like I said, oh, this is very, very spooky. His wife Natalie Wood is waiting to reunite with him, to have that final word. Do you see, guys? He will walk away. It's literally he will die to reunite with the Natalie Wood. That will be a part of his closure with the Natalie Wood. Then she can deal with him there. But the truth will be revealed before he dies. Yes, from two witnesses. I do believe Christopher Walken, that we checked the last 30 minutes, and captain of the boat where Natalie Wood died. Yes, it's coming in the Leo season next summer. Ricky, what's your music? Rick, what is your music? Tell me. Did I sign on your, did I subscribe? Maybe. If you send me some link. If I subscribe, for sure I like something. Did I subscribe to your channel, Ricky? This was a cold case, guys. I will put in description the cold case of Natalie Wood. Okay, revealed. The justice will be revealed. Natalie Wood marriage. And one second, Ricky. Can you bring some friend with you? I'm trying to get a number 1,000. Please, if you have anybody in your house using the YouTube, you're welcome to bring anybody in your house, friends or family members who have YouTube. Please do subscribe from to my channel from their accounts as well. Thank you in advance. And let me just, what is the, okay, I hashtag Robert Wagner killer. Yes, that's what I felt. His energy when I was a kid from the magazines. I remember when I was little, I was reading this. This was for me most scariest thing that I could read then as a kid in the magazines. That was my mother reading. Okay, I'm Ricky. Never going to give you up. Oh, I remember that was my older sister. I know this song. Yes, Natalie Wood was literally my dear. Natalie Wood was literally, yes, was missing on her yacht. Like they were on a yacht with the husband and Christopher Walker, her colleague. It was she was making a movie last year's with Christopher Walken. So that was her colleague, not a Robert Wagner. But they were gay. There was hidden gays. That's what was combination. It was a triangle on the boat. Google it. She was having such a nice personality. She was a literally actress from a young age, like a Judy Garland. She was really. Oh, wait a second. I will show you now. Google it. What was her movie? The the Christmas Story. Natalie. What was that one? That was the first one of the first one. Where is her early stage? Yes, there was Santa Catalina Island. Yes. On a holiday in November this week. It happened exactly this week, guys. 30 years ago. Can you imagine? That's why I was channeling her ideas. That's what is 29 November 1981, guys. Exactly 30 years ago. It happened like literally this week, 30 years ago. Yes, she was making a movie with Christopher Walken, but he was in fact a lover behind the scene, hidden lover of her husband. I don't know, Natalie Holloway. Who was Natalie Holloway? That's a younger generation, huh? Or some Ricky. Ricky, where are you living? Are you in a lockdown? Is it quarantine there? So she was literally, wait a second. I'm trying to find you the Miracle on the 34th Street. I think that was like a Christmas story. Yes, she was very young acting, like a child. Exactly, she disappeared. Yes, she was in Caribbean on a holiday. Yes. Like she was dizzy from a glass of champagne. In fact, her husband killed her. And I was literally a kid when I was reading this in my mother's magazine. I was always scared of her husband's face, and she was having such a nice energy. You checked now her face. You saw her face. She was so like at the age of 14 something, but she was so childish, pure energy. She was so full of life, shiny person. And this one looked totally Robert Wagner like a vampire. Really, that I could understand when I was really a kid. Oh, she was Russian by origin. It is. Natalie Zaharenko by American but Russian blood. No, he's just living his life. He's still alive, by the way. I just googled him now when I was finishing the reading. I said, let me check if Christopher Walken and Robert Wagner are still alive and why before you enter the system. I checked. He's still alive. He's 1930 born, and Christopher Walken is 1943. And she was 1938. 1938. She was 8 years younger than her husband, but she was a famous. Robert Wagner was behind in her shade. Eventually, he became famous next to her, like in her shadow. He used her glory to become to get a roles in Hollywood. That's what I even checked. So you can go back on the start and check all this live stream was just that thing, just about her. Where do you live now? What's your story? What are you doing now? What is your life? So, you're a composer or you're a singer? What is your story now? I have many friends composers. Once was a George Lucas in my live stream. Can you imagine last winter? And I was with my Yoda, but I was just having a tarot session like this. And literally, I think it was Sunday, exactly like this time. After his Sunday lunch, George Lucas entered my system, and other people were joking, "Are you really George Lucas?" And I was laughing, and I said, "Probably you're my," because I just started having a live stream, and I said, "Probably you're my one of my first fans. You're the oldest one." I said, "How old are you? Still alive?" Oh my god, it was so funny. But then I showed him my Yoda, my dog, and that dog died after 1 month. I have three chihuahuas. Are you like that? Why are you using that name? But you think people remember? I was not that generation. That was my sister generation. My, it's better use your name. That's what I will tell you. I tell this even to children. It's not nice to you to play with the energy of the name because you don't know what you attract. Fake life, fake people, fake friends you attract. Do you understand me? Definitely my ID is from my childhood. It's a part of my name. My family called me as well like this. It's a like short version of my name as well. Travel is my second thing, profession, and I used to have exhibition gala against gray as well. It's a part of my art manifest. But I anybody that I don't like the name, sometimes they have children here in the system, even adults, very strange YouTube names. They are asking me serious questions. They get a free readings if they bring two members. That's the whole rule. And here and I tell them when I don't like the nickname, I explain them the story. This I got this lesson on university in India. I was 1 year on university in India and for Ayurvedic medicine, and literally my mentor told me this. For example, I was hyperactive. I'm still hyperactive, and they told me, "Okay, you will be Shanti." I will have an Indian name Shanti because it's bringing the like a tranquilizer. Shanti is a peace. And my website, that's why it's called Shanti Veda, the healing website. Yes. So Ricky, what is your real name? Better put a real one and add something. Ricky the George. George dash Rick. Yorgo, the Greek one. I don't know what would be the, well, let me think, the Greek version of the Rick. Rick. But it was not Ricky Martin. What did I say? Ricky Martin. This was a gay guy, this, a new one, with Latino music. Rick Ashley. Hmm. Did you put as well his photo? Is it the Rick Ashley photo? Yes, I do believe he was a little bit ginger. I remember that he was like ginger, blondish guy. He was having like hair back, like Luis Miguel this style, like um, what was Iglesias, Julio Iglesias, father of Enrique. Yes, something like that. That was the period. But I was a generation with hip hop. I was younger. That was my oldest sister music. So I know many things from her. She loved Duran Duran, the European UK British band, and I we loved Cindy Lauper. We didn't like Madonna. There was the people who loved Cindy Lauper instead of Madonna. And I loved Kate Bush because I was in ballet and and I'm doing still choreographies and costumes. And I really love Kate Bush. That is again British, famous person from that generation. Kate Bush was having a very nice stage duet with Peter Gabriel, for example. What else? Did you check other justice will be served, other cases? I put, because you talk about rock and roll, I put the story mystery death of two guys, the Bennington, the singer of the Linkin Park, and the Soundgarden, right? Two guys, yes. Mystery of suicide, not to be suicide. Yes, that's what I was putting, I think last weekend, that thing. So you can check, and this probably I will add on my playlist. Justice will be served because I asked one of the last questions because I asked many questions about Natalie Wood mystery, death, fake marriage, and things around. And the captain of the boat will start to talk. He already started to talk a few years ago. Will he reveal something more? Yes, probably. Will he reveal Christopher Walken? Yes. Will it happen of still being alive, Robert Wagner, because he's very old? Yes. Will he, Robert Wagner, be in the jail? No, he will run away. He will be deaf, but his wife will call him. Natalie Wood literally is calling him back. She will have her revenge back reunited there. He will serve the karma new cycle with Natalie Wood in the next life. She is still waiting for him. Literally, she's not having reincarnation. She's waiting for him to reunite in the next karmic cycle. Imagine that. You have to see the cards. The cards were so scary, even following each other like a story just from the pictures. You will see it. You just have to go from the start to check. And wait a second, I have to add this on a playlist. Yes, playlist. One second, I have to add to justice. Yes, justice will be served. Yes. And as well on the start, I did ask, was she a victim of the abuse from a childhood, Natalie Wood? There was the stories as well that she was abused as a child, and before Kirk Douglas, this serial abuser on the scene in Hollywood. And yes, it was not member of the family. It was like a guest in a family, was coming and going, and and later on in the movie industry from a Kirk Douglas that really was a pedophile. He was his target group were these young girls in Hollywood. Don't forget to bring me some friends. Next time, when you find somebody who has a YouTube, please do sign them, Ricky. It's edit. This video is edited now on. I just edit on the list. The list. My you can check, guys. My list justice will be served. So that was the story of Family Secrets of Natalie Wood, marriage and death. And will the justice will be served? And probably I would find one nice photo of her. That's what I will add later, guys. In fact, I could do it now. Can I add now this? I think I can change now. Let me see, guys. Can I add now the her beautiful photo? She was so nice person. Yes, I think I can change. Yes, I can change. One second, guys. Welcome to questions, guys. If you have any question, one second. The images of Natalie. Natalie Wood death. He really looks scary. One second. Save image. Good. Okay, now we will add this beautiful one. Good. That's it. Bravo. Now I have a new cover for that page, guys. You're welcome to check it. There's no other question. Ricky left the system. Go back, Ricky, make a new YouTube name and make a new hit instead of never going to give you up. That's 40 years ago. Okay, good night, guys. I hope the justice will be served for Natalie Wood. After all this tragedy and terrible creepy reading, thank you, Rick, for making me smile at the end of this energy reading of killer being still alive at the age of 92. An angel, beautiful, shiny person of Natalie Wood died from his hands. It's such an injustice, but the justice will be served in this case. It will be revealed while he is still alive. Kisses to all. Good night. Take care, guys. Don't forget to hit the like, share with your friends. Bring me new members, your family members, friends who have a YouTube, whoever doesn't want the tarot, just to hit the like and follow me to reach the number 1,000. Help me out, and you will always get a free reading if you bring a new member with you in a live stream 2 times per day and put the alarm bell so you see when I'm next time in the system. Kisses to all. Take care.